Good morning. Here it is, 5:15 in the morning. I've been sleeping out in the truck here at night. It is like the greatest sleep. Birds start chirping about 4 o'clock in the morning, which is about when I get up anyway. Today it was 4:30. Got the fire going in there. Because it's cold. It's only... well, now it's up to 40 degrees. Alright. Coffee's been brewed. The fire's going. Temperature's starting to warm up in here. I now feel like I can get down to business. Hello, Tim Man. Good morning. How are you, brother? I know, it's early, huh? Doing a good job, though. Good job, as always. I wouldn't imagine too many more fires, Tin. I know we've talked about it, but, you'd like a little vacation. I understand that. But the mornings are still kind of cool here, so fires are necessary. Not for long, though, right? I mean, you're done with your job by 8:30 in the morning. So I've been working on my outdoor office and studio, and it's coming along nicely. The water station over here. Over here we've got our swimming pool, our wading pool, our baby pool, right beside a couple of nice fireplaces. Just airing out the pillows here. Over here we have the picnic table by the water. This is the kitchen here, or the sink area. Over here we have the stand for the umbrella. So it is coming along big time. Looking good. Living outdoors. Alright guys, we just had a little lunch. Kind of a late lunch. Had a couple dogs on the grill here. A couple good old dogs. And now we're going to head out on the river. Oh, this is sweet. So we're back down to a decent shoreline here. Try to find a good angle on this kayak, for filming, and there's always something to think about. I was pretty psyched about the idea of this, but you guys got to look at my oar and my hands all the time. Although maybe it gives you that POV where you feel like you're kayaking. So I'm in quite a few of these groups on Facebook that are about paddling, kayaking on the water, and for me it's always been this kind of thing. I was never a whitewater guy. I like to be by it, but it's not my thing, I don't really I don't need those thrills. It's not where I seek it from. So for me, it's just about easy paddling for the most part. I don't mind a little bit of a current, you know, like something like the Bat and Kill, or I suppose that has its moments too, but anything, you know, I don't mind maybe a rapid of 1 or 2. I'm not even quite sure what I'm talking about, but I am not a five guy, you know, or 4 rap, whatever they call that. I don't even know what they call it. I'm sure I'll be corrected on that. I am into the idea of windsurfing out here, though, with this thing right here. I'm looking forward to that. But we're not having much of a breeze at the moment, so. I especially like the Hudson when the water's lower. I just enjoy having a lot of shoreline. And you don't have much of that when the water's high. There's just not much, at least right around here, there's not much room for shore unless the water's low. I guess I'm talking about a beach, you know, beaches along the sides. All of this that you can see becomes nice and sandy or nice and hard, and you know, nothing that it's cool. You can hang out on it. This is such a cool stretch of river. And the reason that it's so cool is because it is uninhabited pretty much. There's no jet skis, motorboats, people. It's usually just me, sometimes my wife, and no, that's about it. How's an average of 2 to 3 boats passing by your place of living, your dwelling, your property, your riverside property, and you only have to have 3 boats pass by you in a day on average. And the boats that we have passed by are always very interesting because we get the big yachts. We got people coming from the St. Lawrence Seaway all the way up in Canada, all the way down to Florida, and Florida back up. So, you know, anything that's going to be passing through the canal system. Like I said, you can go from Florida all the way to St. Lawrence Seaway. So to my right is a roadway. It's the dirt road that I travel down often in my videos, and I look out on this water and I talk about it, and now I'm looking over towards the roadway. This is some good stuff, guys. This is quite a body of water to have to yourself. Definitely living gratefully, you know? That breeze feels good. Well, I think we're gonna go back out into the sun. Isn't it crazy how the trees have that fall color to them at this time in the spring? So it pretty much looks to me like the water has receded a ton today, and shores are pretty muddy. but they need about 1 day to bake in the sun, and that'll change. We didn't get to see much shore at all last year. It was really, really a rainy summer. Thing is, you know, I mean, in the spring, about this time last year, it was like this. So I hope this summer's a little less wet, or a lot less wet. Alright guys, I'm in search of shade. There's not a lot of it this time of year because there's no leaves. And this time of the day I'm on the wrong side of the river. But straight ahead. Right up there. Shady spot on Poison Ivy Island. I can just kind of hang out in that cove there, or whatever you'd call that. And get some relief from the sun. It's way noisier down there though. But I gotta be careful with this boat, man. So you'll get some spiders in here, you know, nickel-sized spiders or whatever, sometimes bigger. And I think they're pretty much harmless, but they really freak me out when I see them, especially when they come crawling up my leg at 100 miles an hour. And I gotta make sure I don't tip the boat over when I freak out, because I don't like spiders and snakes. Yep, that's not what it takes. I don't know if this is the case all over the country, but there is a major increase in the goose population in the last 30 years. When I was a kid, to see geese was fairly uncommon, you know what I mean? You would stop and check them out, you know? And now there are geese everywhere. Everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. We also have turkeys now. My dad was saying when he was a kid, you know, turkeys were absolutely unheard of. And they pretty much were when I was a kid too. And then, I'd say probably around 30 years ago or so. 30 years ago, turkeys became a common thing. And within the last 20 years, 15, 20 years, we now have moose. So, it's pretty common to see the moose or the goose. I wonder why they don't call... So you got the goose, you know, if there's one, there's a goose. And if there's several, there's a geese. And if you have one moose, you have a moose. If you have more, why don't they call them meese? Right? That would make sense. Goose, geese, moose, meese. So I've always called this island in front of us Poison Ivy Island, because it's covered in poison ivy. And when we moved here, this island was up for sale, and it had been up until, I'm gonna say 2 years ago. And these people bought it and they plastered it with posted signs. So now I call it Posted Poison Ivy Island. The signs are a real bummer, but Mother Nature took care of that this year. You literally feel like this place turns into a fortress when these people are here, because there is no friendly vibe about it. They're just like, stay away. That's their kayaks over there. They've got a motorboat too. Oh, they really cleaned the island up though. They definitely made it more habitable. You wouldn't have thought. Looks good actually. I've spent a lot of time in this area. One of my favorite places to just chill. A couple years ago, that tree was hit by lightning, and there it is right there. It has moved a lot over the years. It's nice not to see the posted signs. Look at all those clamshells. All right. How about this? All right, we're gonna move on down the river. There we go. There's the posted sign that made it. Right on the Beaver's Dam. Wonder how those guys are doing. So over here they're trying to introduce some kind of vegetation to help with to help the river. Some kind of post PCB project. Water's about a foot deep right here, if that. Continues to be really shallow right here. All right, how about this? I think we'll just sit right here for a little bit. Yee-hoo! Ow! Life on the river. It's not bad being a jack out of the box with a name like RiverJack Z. So there's ducks and geese all hanging out over here. Smells a bit swampy in here. There's just the first sightings of green around here, you know. I mean, it's not crazy, nothing yet, just a few shoots around. Oh man, I bet you there's some snappers around here. I don't know why I say that, I just feel like this is where snappers would be. At least one big one. Look at this. That is all just fish moving. Holy smokes. I can feel them underneath my boat. That was crazy, huh? I wonder what that was. It was fish. Making some dinner here right now. Oh, those are some fat burgers. They're gonna be good. I'm doing them in a pan because I don't want to clean up. Yeah, guys, we've been living outdoors here in the truck since I got it fixed up, basically. It's summertime and it's summertime weather right now anyway, and it's too warm to be in Harvey the RV. So the last week or so I've just been coming in here in the morning, having a fire like at 5 o'clock in the morning and doing work until like 8:30 or so in here, then heading outdoors. It's about all the time I spend in here. I've been in my outdoor studio, and that's how we're doing it for the summer, for the warm months. For the warm months of the year, this is what we do. We really live outdoors. I asked myself, it's like, I'm at a campground, you know, it's sometimes hard to leave. It's just too much fun right here.